This episode of the Golf Gambling Podcast from the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Get up to $1,000 in deposit match when you sign up at UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code SGPN. Promo code Golf SGPN. College football team previews are back on the College Experience. Colby Dant and Moneyline Mac preview every FBS college football team, and you do not want to miss it. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on every sport, including the MLB, WNBA, golf, and more. They accept customers from a ton of locations, easy deposit, lightning fast payouts using crypto. MyBookie.ag, promo code GOLFSGPN, 100% deposit match up to $1,000. MyBookie.ag, promo code GOLFSGPN. And finally, Circa. Circa is a great place. Been there before. They are giving away an ultimate fantasy football experience for a 12-person fantasy football league in Vegas. You'll be treated like VIPs, a limo ride from the airport, $5K tab for brews, for whatever you guys want, and a place to stay for your 11 league mates. And you can always get 15% off at Circa with code SGP15. The ultimate Circa fantasy football experience, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/Circa. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/SICRCA. We're back. We're live. Rocket Mortgage Classic. It's a fun week for sure because it's chill. We can score. We could do a lot of cool things. We can make I like this. This is an event where I've had sweats. I've had good results. So let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into the board. So look at this 10K and above range. I'll zoom in a little bit. We got Colin. We got Keegan as the second highest price guy. We got PC, 3 guys above 10K. So who is the guy in this range? Generally, I feel like we want to go with Bombers. Sorry, I gotta send this link out. I feel like we go with Bombers, but also think Rick. Rick played so well here when he was trending in form. Colin almost won here. Troy Merritt almost won here. There's ways to work your way around Detroit Golf Club without just sending it $10,000, 10,000 yards off the tee. You can definitely dial back, and you could definitely hit some really, really tight iron shots this week. So it's no surprise that Colin is 10-9, but why would I want to pay 10-9 for Colin Morikawa, who's done nothing but disappoint? I'd actually rather go down to Patrick Cantlay at $10,200. I also expect Keegan to play fine. Keegan has played here after a win before. Keegan has to keep the pedal down, so I expect Keegan to play fine. But PC 10-2, I like to start my lineup with because just look at who's around him. It's I guess this big three, and then Pat. And people are forgetting about Pat. He has one start here. It was a T2, gained strokes across the board, and I feel like he would not be playing this event if he wasn't motivated. I feel like he's not just here to tune up. I feel like he wants to play well, wants to get as many world ranking and Ryder Cup and any points he wants. So I think PC is a great start to a lineup. I think he'll finish T5 and be a part of the picture on Sunday. 9K range. We have Ben Griffin, Hideki Matsuyama, Harry Hall, Cam Young, Siwoo Kim, Max Grazeman, and Luke Clanton. Towards the bottom of this 9K range, I absolutely love Luke Clanton. He's going to be one of the guys who sends it off the tee, who's going to take that bomb and hit wedges and hopefully get hot with the putter. I love how well Luke Clanton played at Sedgefield, because guys who putt well at Sedgefield can tend to putt well here. So I'm definitely down for Luke Clanton towards the bottom of this 9K range. Could be a nice second man in. Towards the middle, Cam Young should be really popular yet again. It's a golf course that fits Cam Young's style of golf. Send it off the tee, get hot with the wedges, and Cam Young's been playing good. I think he had a few really, really poor holes over the weekend, but outside of that, and obviously his first hole of the tournament, outside of that, he played really well. He didn't have the best, T52 was, I think, a few bad holes, honestly, and it kind of just snowballed and spiraled into a bad weekend. I wouldn't mind going back to Cam Young off of two T4s there. Not a bad price, not a bad number, and he's obviously played well. T6 and T2 in 2 trips to Detroit Golf Club. Definitely a course he likes. I think you could do a lot better than Harry Hall at 9.5. You're asking Harry Hall or Hideki Matsuyama at $100 in difference. You're going to go with Hideki 10 times out of 10. I know he's not playing the greatest golf right now. I know he's not striping, but it's Hideki Matsuyama. It's a top 10 golfer in the world. It's a Masters champion. It's a guy who could spike and gain 9.8 strokes on approach this week and finish T6 while losing strokes putting. I like Hideki. I'm a little worried with his game right now, but he's gained strokes on approach in 2 straight starts. I'm not worried about the driver. On a course like this, he can hit it wherever the hell he wants, and I think it's a good week to go to Hideki. The putter would be the only question mark, and then I don't want to play 9A for Ben Griffin. I would go with Decky and Luke Clanton in this range. Okay, 8K range, Tony all the way down to Chris Goddard and Alex Smalley. I don't know how much I like Goddard this week. He makes sense on paper. He's a bomber. He can send it. He can hit a ton of wedges close and hopefully get out with the putter. But the dude was back on the Jersey Shore this week, I think, having a little bit of party. So, more power to you. If I was you, I would do the same damn thing. I mean, I do too much. That's why we live here, though. That is why we live here. So I'd go with Smalley is what I'm getting at. I would go with Smalley because I could tell you one thing. Alex Smalley is not out partying. I could promise you that. Alex Smalley is in bed by 9 p.m. Alex Smalley is waking up at 6 a.m. to work on short game and continue to have be one of the best drivers in the world. So I'm down for Alex Smalley towards the bottom of this 8K range at And then towards the middle, Davey T, Akshay Bhatia, Rasmus Højgaard. I'll say right now, I like both of the Højgaards. I expect one of them to be in the mix. I'll never tell you which one's going to be in the mix, but I think one of the Højgaards are going to be in the mix. They both bring a very similar game to the table. Send it off the tee, drive it absolutely anywhere. There's a little bit of nuance in these greens and around the greens that worry me because both of them are chipping like 27 handicaps, more Rasmus than Nico. But I love what they do in terms of driving distance and get hot and just make a ton of birdies. Like when they scorched earth, they can beat anyone in the world. And I also think it's a really, really good buy spot for Wyndham Clark. Like Wyndham Clark has been playing, he's been piecing a few rounds together. Like we saw him go really low. What was that? Oh, he started off great on Thursday at the Travelers. And then even before then, there was a event where I think he had one really good round in. So, I mean, T17 at TPC River Highlands, he gained strokes both ball striking. He gained strokes, off the tee and on approach for the first time since his T5 at Memorial Park. And Memorial Park and Detroit have very similar crossover. Both golf courses where you could hit it wherever the hell you want off the tee and get scorching hot with the putter, get scorching hot with the wedges. This is surely a Wyndham track, and the 8K range at 40-1. He's got dog. He knows he can win. He wants to win. He wants to get on that Ryder Cup team. So I'm definitely down. I think Wyndham could be one of the best plays on this board in the middle of this 8K range. Rick's too expensive. Keith also makes a ton of sense, but betting on Keith and playing Keith is only going to disappoint you. So my favorite here, Wyndham for sure. Rasmus for sure. Akshay is not all the way there right now. And then Smalley are my guys in this 8K range. 7K range, Thorbjorn Olsen all the way down to Isaiah Salinda. I'll start at the bottom. This is definitely a really, really good Isaiah Salinda track. Isaiah Salinda hits it a very, very long way, and he played really well at Mexico. I think that's another great comp course. I think Vidanta is a good comp course for this week. Leads me to Aldrich Potgieter too, who I believe is in the 7K as well. So both Potgieter and Salinda are two really nice plays, in my opinion, towards the bottom of the 7K range. Towards the middle of the 7K range, Lee Hodges is a guy that catches my eye. I mean, he won at the 3M Open on a golf course. He likes golf courses where you have to drive the ball far and have a lot of drivers in your hands. He's gained speed off the tee this year, and he's proven that. He's been a little slower since he had a little bit of an injury in February, I believe. But still, he's finding his game, coming back into form, and I think it's a good buy low spot for Lee Hodges. Towards the middle, Yesby, driver putter guy. Yesby is a guy who can hit it a long way up the tee and get really hot with the putter. And then Max Homa. This is a golf course where he's played well here in the past. I remember betting him like 50-1 here the year that Waka won, and he played really, really well. Now, Max Homa has not gained strokes on approach since the RBC Heritage. He's never missed a cut here. T21, T24, T25, and T42. Gaining strokes ball striking every single time. So it's a golf course that he's comfortable on. It definitely gives me Fortinet vibes with what the questions ask, like drive it anywhere and get hot elsewhere. So I don't think this is a bad Max Homa spot at all. Kurt K is going to be popular towards the middle of the 7K range, and I think avoid a popular, cheaper Kurt K. Ben On making noise. Ben On has gained strokes on approach in 2 straight starts, I believe, for the first time in a really, really long time. And this is a golf course that suits Ben On's style of golf. What have I been saying? hit it really far, and get hot with the wedges from anywhere. So I think Ben On's been showing us good things. And what did I say ahead of the Canadian Open? We got a buy low spot on Ben. We're going to see what happens. And then the dude finished like T4 or whatever. Because like earlier on in the season, Ben was priced in the 30s. Ben was priced in like the low 40s. And then he doesn't do shit. Doesn't do anything. But then you get these buy low spots on Ben on, and yeah, like he played well. So I'm down for him yet again. And then Steven Yeager, probably one of my favorite plays on the board. One of the most aggressive players on tour. And this is a golf course in which you need to be aggressive throughout the bag, throughout the entire week. He has gained strokes on approach in 4 of his last 5 starts. T34 at the Travelers, but he's got a T9 and a 5th place finish here. Definitely a golf course that Yeager should play well on, has played well on, and has played well on comp courses as well. And then finally, Ryan Gerard. You play Ryan Gerard on long golf courses. He loves it. He bombs it, and he can get hot with the wedges. Course record holder at Panther National. So I'm down for Ryan Gerard in this top of the 8K range. Let me get this board back up. While I get this board back up, I am going to talk to you quickly about Underdog Fantasy. Best Ball Mania is happening all summer long, and we're giving away $15 in prizes, including $2 million to first place. No waiver wire, no arguments about trades. Best Ball is the best way to play fantasy football. Underdog is also a great place to play Pick'em. So that's Underdog Fantasy promo code GOLF SGPN to get a $1,000 deposit match. And finally, 6K range. Let's get the 6K range up and get on out of here. I would say avoid this chalky 6K Tristan Lawrence after a good week. It's a good golf course for him, but you don't want Tristan Lawrence at 9% in the 6K range. Patrick Fishburne is a great pivot, in my opinion, a guy who bombs it, and this is a golf course that suits his game for sure. Carl Phillips also going to be a little bit chalky, sends it a long way. I'd honestly rather go to Alejandro Tosti at 6,800 because there's weeks on toasty tracks or even weaker fields where he's $7,200, where he's 100-1. He's close to 200-1 in some spots. He's in the 6K range. And I know it doesn't have the course history, but this golf course asks Toasty to do toasty things. So I'm definitely down for that at $6,800. Where's Nikolai Horgaard? Because I think 7K range. 76, and then Rasmus is 83. Okay, I thought I missed him, but no, he's there. He's there. So middle of this 6K range. Danny Walker. What does Danny Walker do well? Drives it far, and he can get hot with some wedges, some middle irons. I definitely like him in the middle of that 6K range. And then Justin Lauer. Justin Lauer, my thing with Justin Lauer, you play him on big courses that are birdie fest. I would say Detroit Golf Club's a pretty big park, but you still have to make a ton of birdies. And that is Justin Lauer's game. So he is my play towards the bottom, middle of this 6K range. Brandon Matthews sends it. If there's a golf course for Nick Dunlap to figure it out, it could be here. If he's finding out of bounds at Detroit Golf Club, PGA Tour Latino America, he's gone. He's gone after the week. So Nick Dunn, I'm telling you right now, it's not been pretty. But get on the range, send the driver as far as you can, and don't worry about where it goes. If you happen to go LB, you got bigger issues. So yeah, I think this is a great buy low spot for Dunlap. Obviously, a ton of dog. Obviously, 2-time PGA Tour winner, and he's got to get it figured out. So I think this is a great buy low spot on Nick Dunn, $6,300. So that wraps it up. That's the stream. That's the DFS preview. Catch you guys tomorrow night or Wednesday night with Don for the betting show. And any questions, you want to find me. Peace out. Catch you soon.